Hey Scrabble fans, Will here with another episode of Better Know a Letter. Today we're going to get to know the L. There are 4 L's in the set of 100 tiles used in Scrabble. They're worth 1 point apiece, placing them firmly within the bingo tile category with the other low point consonants. The L is often measured in comparison to its fellow 1 point consonants in this group, the N, the R, and the T. On Wheel of Fortune, for example, contestants are given all 4 of these letters in the bonus round, along with the E and S. But does that mean they're equally valuable in Scrabble? On its own merits, the L is a perfectly solid tile. It forms a modest number of 2-letter words for parallel plays, and it appears in over 35% of 7- and 8-letter words in the dictionary, a significant amount more than every other consonant worth 2 or more points. There's no question that the L is one of the best bingo tiles in the alphabet. However, when we begin to compare the L to its 1-point peers, it starts to suffer. The T, N, and especially the R all appear in more bingos than the L. And when we return to 2-letter words, the N and the T appear in significantly more 2-letter words than the L, making them much better suited for parallel plays. It's not all bad news for the L compared to N, R, and T. Recall that there are only 4 L's in the set compared to 6 N's, R's, and T's. There's a subtle benefit to this. In Scrabble, duplicated tiles on your rack are almost always a hindrance. Given the smaller number of L's, its threat of duplication is reduced. There are a fair number of words containing 2 L's, including my own name, but duplicates are still something you want to avoid, making this an area where the L slightly outperforms its rivals. Now let's get a closer look at the L's relationships to other letters, starting with the vowels. The L has healthy relationships with the E, A, and I in bingo length words, but in shorter words, the E and I drop to even with the A and O, respectively. This change in vowel chemistry between shorter and longer words is typical for many consonants. The L can frequently bail you out of racks containing many vowels, every Scrabble player's nightmare. Here are some short words containing an L you'll find very useful when you encounter vowel-heavy racks. The L's chemistry with other consonants requires more careful examination. First, let's look at bingo length words. At first glance, the L exhibits all of the same tendencies of a normal letter. The lower point consonants are seen quite frequently in bingos containing an L, while the higher point consonants are seen less frequently, with the C and P leading the way. However, comparing these percentages to the rest of the alphabet tells a different story. The red bars indicate letters with which the L has weaker chemistry than usual, and green bars indicate stronger chemistry than usual. You can see that R, N, T, and H appear much less frequently than usual alongside the L than they do alongside other letters, while the B, F, and Y appear much more than usual with the L. The B gets a boost from the able suffix, and the Y is aided by the even more powerful ly suffix. These trends are problematic for the L as a bingo tile. Remember, the L, N, R, and T are all members of the same group, 1-point consonants that are frequently seen in bingos. Ideally, you would like members of this group to work harmoniously together, since these are the consonants most frequently seen in Scrabble's tile set. That the L doesn't mesh as well with any of the other members of its own group is a slight setback for its overall worth as a bingo tile. This isn't to say there aren't any words containing the LN, LR, and LT combinations. There are thousands of them. Keeping these combinations in tandem with well-balanced low-point tiles is very likely to pay off for you in the form of a bingo. But, once again, when compared to the superior synergy of its peers, the L falls behind. Every permutation of N, R, and T outperforms all of the combinations containing an L. Let's move on now to shorter words. Notice the even distribution of consonants across the alphabet in short words containing an L. Compare this to a letter like the H, which has much more pronounced ups and downs. This even distribution is the result of the poor chemistry between the L and its low point peers, with the percentages for the N, R, and T all plummeting far beyond the norm in shorter words, combined with slightly better than usual chemistry with many of the higher point tiles. The standout is the Y, which blends best with the L out of all the high point consonants. Still, none of these percentages are high enough to indicate especially strong chemistry, suggesting that the L isn't a particularly strong scoring tile outside of bingos. Lastly, as usual, power tiles aren't frequently seen alongside the L. The K gets a small boost from the like suffix. Shorter words aren't much different, though the X is a tick higher than usual. Here are a handful of helpful words you may not know that will let you play the L along with a power tile. Okay, let's recap what we've learned about the L. The L forms 5 two-letter words, which makes it merely mediocre for overlapping plays and hampers its upside as a scoring tile in tandem with higher point consonants. On the other hand, the L is a good bingo tile by any measure, strongly outperforming every consonant worth more than 1 point. Only when compared to its peers among one-point consonants, the N, R, and T, does it start to fall behind. Not only that, the L has a unique combination of poor chemistry with other low-point tiles and strong chemistry with the high-point B, F, and Y. I'm giving the L a rating of 3 stars. Make no mistake, the L is a much better bingo tile than most, and offers some versatile benefits, including reducing chance of duplication, escaping from many vowel-heavy racks, and enhancing the value of several unwieldy letters. But overall, anything the L can do, some combination of the N, R, or T is likely to do slightly better. For that reason, a 3-star rating feels appropriate for a solid tile that nevertheless doesn't quite measure up to its lower point peers.